So the edibles I ate, they were sea salted caramels, and they taste so good, but like they're stuck like all over my gums in a good way.
That's
like
neat.
the flavors everywhere in my mouth, and I'm like,
Okay.
I'm just sucking on. Oh, hi, hey everybody. Welcome back to the Krakpot podcast. I'm your host V Phantom with these two other beautiful hosts, Moocake.
Hello.
And
Moocake.
Woz Count. We've been gone for a while, and
We've been gone for about 5.5 months.
yeah, we've just been busy.
By busy,
pretty
you mean
much.
lazy.
I mean,
well, we have sort of been busy, but we've also been
Yeah.
very lazy.
both.
Yes.
Well, Moocake's been busy.
We were busy in the
I haven't
beginning,
uploaded
but
that
then we
much.
had some time, and we kind of got lacklustered into it.
Yeah, dude.
We've been lazy. That's
Okay,
about
look,
the way to
my next
put
video
it.
is going to be the most worked on video. It's going to be hot.
Same.
But we're back now, probably. Maybe. Probably not.
So, boys, what's going on?
Well, I mean, as in personally, or what are we going to talk about?
Personally, what's well, no, not personally. You don't gotta go into personal stuff.
Well, the YouTube dislike button has been removed recently. It's finally disappeared. There's no longer a YouTube dislike button. What do we think of that, gentlemen?
I think that's an awful thing. Dude, it
What's the
pisses me
point?
off so much because now like YouTube tutorials that are just bad are now gonna thrive, and scams are gonna thrive, and like small channels, I feel like will get less chances to grow.
Well,
now
ironically,
because no one's gonna really look at it.
it's funny
now.
you say that, V Phantom. It's very funny you say that, V Phantom, because the official reason YouTube gave
Yeah.
is they got rid of the dislikes to protect smaller channels from being potentially dislike spammed. And I think all three of us being smaller YouTube channels, I think we all agree when we say it's still a bad fucking decision and that makes no sense.
Yeah, that's horrible. Because, like, the viewer's going to have to assume, like, okay, yeah. Like, if you go to the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare trailer, the launch trailer, dude.
Yeah.
Maybe it has 1 million likes, but I shit you not. There's, like, 9 million dislikes on that video.
I saw an example of this
Like,
on Twitter this morning.
It's
And
censorship, dude.
it is censorship, you're quite right. But example of this on Twitter this morning, it's a picture of YouTube Rewind 2018. And it's got 3 million likes and no dislikes. And the caption on Twitter is just, wow, it must be a good video. No, it's not. It's the most disliked video in history. But without the dislikes there, it looks perfectly fine. It's deceptive.
And no one asked for this. Not a single fucking person asked for this. No big creator said this was a problem.
It's so they can cover their own backs. No big creator, no small creator. It's just so they can cover their back. That's the only reason they've done it.
I'm pretty sure it's because of that video. Because they were like really pissed off that everyone disliked that video.
There is a theory that YouTube Rewind 2018 is what got them thinking about removing the dislike button. I'm not sure if I subscribe to it. There's not enough evidence yet, but I wouldn't say no to it either. I think there's plausibility for
So
it.
you're thinking that YouTube's just like so goddamn butthurt that they made their one video. They're like, they disliked it so much. What the fuck? You know what? Fuck them. Let's get rid of the button.
Well, the sad reality of the matter is, I know that we all kind of think of YouTube as just a place to upload shit, but in reality, YouTube has become a company now. It's a brand. It's owned by Google.
Kind of
So
sucks.
it's got a reputation. Exactly, it's got a reputation to
I
uphold.
tell you what's crazy though.
And this is a way it can do it. It can
Twitter
make
has
its-
a dislike button now.
Bullshit.
You guys know that?
You're lying.
Yeah, it does. Oh my god.
Well,
I
you're
will send a
talking
picture.
complete bollocks.
Put it on
What
the
are you
TV.
on
We'll
about?
put that on the TV.
Well, no, we're not moving the.
We'll
fuck
put it
that.
on TV right now.
What are you talking? Since when
Put
has
that
Twitter had a
on the
fucking?
TV. All right.
I will
I'm
show
opening
you right
Twitter
now.
That is complete bollocks.
Go
Dude,
to
I'm
our
on
Crackpot's
Twitter
Twitter.
right now.
Our Crackpot's
The
Twitter
Krakpot
has
pod-
it.
This is some fucking.
I'm
get
not
out of
lying
here,
to
Woz
you.
Is
Count.
this
I
a
promise
Just
you.
some
Is this a
fucking
ploy
bollocks.
to
I
get me
promise
to
you.
go to our Twitter?
No, I'll send you. I'm putting a screenshot right now. I'm putting a screenshot right now.
I'm opening the Crackpot podcast Twitter as we speak. This is just
Look,
gonna
look,
be
look,
complete
look at the
bollocks.
comments.
I can tell you right now.
Look at
this
the
is gonna be
comments.
Something that Woz Count
I'm not
finds
joking.
is
This
hilarious.
was taken. It's 3:29 in my time right now. Look, chat, clip it. Yo, viewers, look at the TV
You
right
can
now. There's a
downvote?
downvote.
Can you actually
There's a
downvote?
downvote. Click it. Go to our Crackpot Twitter. Downvote
It's
it.
not
a
on my
yellow
screen.
downvote.
Wait, are they launching that in different areas? You can actually downvote fucking comments? Is that real? Please
Yeah.
tell me it's real.
What the
It is
fuck? I
real.
can't
I'm
see
not
anything.
joking with you. I'm not joking with you.
Well,
Oh, that's got to be photoshopped. That's
It's not
got to be
Photoshop.
photoshopped.
I'll screen record. I have an iPhone.
What's your proof?
no. He
So-
just took
so-
that
so hold
screenshot.
on,
Look at the
hold
time.
on.
Look at the time. He literally just took that
So
screenshot.
you mean Woz Count, what you mean to tell me is that you and nobody else has the ability to downvote on Twitter?
Moo, they did that with the dislikes. Like, when they removed my dislike button, in his region and other people's regions, they could still see dislikes.
Look, Look,
Like they rolled
look at
out
that screen
slowly.
recording I just did.
So what you're telling me is they will soon have the ability. This has got to be a
Dude,
get-up.
it's real. It's real.
It's real. Look at the screen recording.
But
Cat,
it
look
doesn't.
Look at the TV.
It doesn't count the amount of dislikes, does it? Or does it just count your dislike?
I don't know. I mean, if it doesn't count your dislike, it's
I
pointless.
don't know, but it says thanks for the feedback when you download.
By the
something.
way-
Maybe it
Comment.
suggests it less.
The YouTube dislike thing. The reason they did it, like they said, their data showed that if you remove the dislike button, the less amount of people will click on it, and it's kind of like no shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like if
'Cause now
yeah,
it's a
that's why
worthless
nobody
button.
pressed it. That's why they removed it, because they're like, oh, because there was less dislikes because we removed the button, so that means I guess it worked. No shit, dude. If you take it away, people are not gonna fucking use it.
Well, there's a very interesting theory as well. One that I might have some proof for. That YouTube is doing all of this, to try and appear more family-friendly and safe, and to kind of break away from its more edgy origins back in the early 2010s, shall we say.
That's scary.
And one proof of this, potential proof, that I have found myself, is upon leaving a negative review on Google Play Store for the YouTube app, I found a few hours later that my review had gone, completely vanished. My review was 1 star, and it
Yeah.
said, until you bring the dislike button back, I'm giving you 1 star. And a few hours later, the comment had completely vanished. I didn't get a notification or anything; it had just been quietly removed. So it appears that they're removing negative comments about it too, at least on Google Play Store.
I did it on the App Store. I saw that there was a lot on the App Store.
Has it happened on the App Store as well, has it? Right.
There's people doing it, but I didn't see that many, so I'm pretty sure they're taking it off.
That's
Right,
pretty
okay.
whack.
Okay, that's interesting. And it happened to someone else as well. He's called Teality now, which I think sounds like a brand of soap, but he was formerly known as SGYT, and he was on this podcast before, and the same thing happened to him on Google Play Store. He left a 1-star review concerning the dislike button, and it was gone within 10 minutes of him posting
I think
it.
YouTube should have made it optional if you want. But you have to do it across your channel if you're showing dislikes or
Well,
not.
you see, here's the thing, right? You can, and before the dislikes went, you had the option to disable likes and dislikes on
Yeah,
a
but it
video.
removed likes.
Yeah. But that's fair enough. You can't have one
Why
without the
couldn't
other.
they just make it optional to show dislikes?
Well, yeah, you could do that, but
Because like that's a good thing too. Because like if you have low dislikes, you want people
Well-
to see that. Like,
well,
hey.
it's the idea of if you make everything more general, people
Or maybe if
scrutinise
you
it
want
less.
people to see you have a lot of
Well,
dislikes.
it's the idea of people scrutinising the site less. They did it a few years ago with subscriber counts. You might remember back in like 2015, 2016, it wouldn't give an approximation of your subscribers. It would show the exact number at all times. Even when you were in the tens of millions of subscribers, it would show the exact number. And then they updated
Yeah, I
it,
do
and now
miss
it's a
that.
generalisation. It's the same with likes.
It's like back in 2019.
Yeah, exactly. No, it was earlier. It was, I want to say, 2017
Well, the only thing-
for the channel numbers, and then in 2018, 2019, what they did was they generalised the likes and the dislikes. So it wouldn't show you exactly how many likes and dislikes a video had. It would just give you an approximation, and then they got rid of the dislikes completely. So it's all trying to make the platform look as user friendly and as safe as possible. Nothing to scrutinise, nothing to
The only
check.
thing I would say about that is that, like, like the option, like you have the option now to hide it, and then you have the option to hide your subs and everything.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm subscribed to anyone that hides their sub count.
No, I mean, why would you?
Yeah.
It's a pointless feature.
Yeah. So maybe they were like, maybe we shouldn't make it optional because no one really subs to people that hide their subs or hides their likes and dislikes.
Yeah, well,
Because usually when people do that, we're like, oh, it's probably a bad video.
yeah, exactly.
Like,
Well, YouTube
Meaty
probably
Lad
thought
did
of that. They probably don't want that because it means less clicks for themselves. So they just blanket ban for everyone. Basically, the analogy I gave recently, which I thought was rather good, it's like the teachers you have when you're a kid that punish the whole class for one person being a dickhead. One person misbehaves, so the teacher gives the whole class detention or whatever. It's the same thing here. Some people have misused the dislike button in the past and spam botted with it, and now YouTube has gotten rid of it for everyone.
Is
It's the
this
same
gonna
thing,
leave,
it's not fair.
like, leave anything open for competition to like come in and like maybe
I don't know.
do something different? Could YouTube be taken down? Is that possible?
YouTube could be taken down. There's nothing stopping a rival platform coming up and competing against YouTube. There were ones that tried before. There were things like Vimeo, but they just were absolutely tanked by YouTube. They can't keep up. They don't have the budget of YouTube. That's the irony. YouTube started in a garage in 2005, like on a minimal budget, And thanks to what YouTube has become, that probably couldn't happen again. YouTube would just dwarf anyone that tried to start the same way.
Or buy them out.
Exactly.
Like Mixer.
Did they buy out Mixer,
Twitch.
did they?
Well, Mixer was dying, and I think they got bought out by Twitch.
Yeah, because
I'm pretty
Ninja
sure.
moved back. I remember that's the last thing I heard about Mixer. Ninja had moved back.
Mixer was by Microsoft, right? And they weren't doing too bad.
I don't know.
Like, there's a lot of people. Obviously, not as much as Twitch, but there's still like a lot of people.
I'm sorry, right? I know they've
But,
done Xbox, I know they've done Halo, and I'll always love them for that. But Bill Gates and Microsoft are just the picturesque how do you do fellow kids when it comes to gaming. Like, they're always trying to do the next hip cool thing and repeatedly failing. Like with Xbox Connect and shit like
Bill
that.
Gates.
I'm so confused
What?
right now.
What does that have to
You
do with-
lost me.
Wait,
Bill Gates,
Bill
is,
Gates
Apple,
is not
no?
Apple.
no, he's Microsoft. That's what I'm talking about.
Bill Gates is
Who the fuck is
Microsoft.
That's what I was
Gates.
talking about. I was talking about Microsoft.
See, I'm confused, but I knew that part.
Microsoft is always trying to
Who's
do...
the guy that
Dude,
made
he's
Apple?
dead.
No, yeah,
Steve
You're talking
Jobs?
about Steve Jobs. You mean Steve Jobs, you moron.
Oh, Steve
I'm talking
Jobs,
about Bill Gates.
dumbass.
Yes, I'm
oh,
talking
Bill
about
The guy who
Gates, the creator of
microchips people.
Microsoft.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking
Him,
about
like,
Apple.
that's what I was saying. I like
Oh.
Microsoft, and I like Xbox, and I like Halo, and I'll always love that company for producing those things. But Microsoft is perpetually and the perfect image of how do you do fellow kids. They're just always trying to do something hip and cool and failing.
Yeah.
Like
They're-
Xbox
Game Pass
Connect.
is killing
Pretty
it.
good
Game
right now,
Pass
though.
is really killing it.
I mean,
dude.
but for every Game
Especially
Pass,
for PC,
for
they
every Game
dominated that
Pass,
market.
for every Game Pass, there's an Xbox Connect.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like nowadays, like
Dude, they haven't done the
Yeah, but what
Kinect
about
in,
they,
like,
Mixer?
they've
But
really
you
went
just said
hard on the Game
Mixer.
Pass, though.
Mixer was
And that's what's,
Microsoft,
like,
and that fucking
popping
tanked.
them off right now. They're doing amazing.
Yeah.
The Game Pass killed, literally murdered the EA Pass and all those companies when they're like, we have our own pass. Yeah, no, it fucking murdered.
Well, anything that murders EA is good
and
in
I
my
think for the
book.
better.
Oh, also one thing I want to mention about Microsoft that I think they're doing pretty fucking good. They're making well, you need like really good Wi-Fi. Just pointing this out after before this.
Right,
comment.
so I won't be
they're
getting this
making
then.
Xboxes to where you don't need to download. The
Oh,
games.
you mean with their cloud? Yeah, the X Cloud.
xCloud? Yeah, they
Streaming?
work super good. Like I have like
So you stream your video
okay
games.
Wi-Fi, and it works well.
I don't
Like,
know how I
have any
feel about
lag or
streaming
anything.
games.
Yeah, neither do
rather
I.
play
I think
them
I'd rather
on, like, on
download
my
them.
hardware. I'm always gonna be weird.
Yeah.
Well, you're
I'm gonna
playing
be
the
weird
game.
like
I think
that.
I quite agree with you, V Phantom. I'm on the same.
That's the
page.
old man in me putting my feet in the ground like, no, I want it on my hardware.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Sorry,
I like it.
do rather like downloading a video
When
game.
I was
Yeah.
on a flight to Las Vegas, there was Wi-Fi, and I was able to use xCloud. So, on my phone, of all things. So, like,
Is
that
this
was
going to be
lit.
the new thing you flex about in the new season 2 of the
Dude, we
Krakpot
already talked
podcast?
about it. It was a long time ago, but it was cool. I just wanted to mention
Yeah,
it.
sure.
I don't
That's what I'll
flex.
say.
I'm a non-flexer.
Well, you will. Or have you atoned for your egregious lifestyle?
Only thing I gotta flex is God made me
That
different.
I'm a Christian and you're going to hell because you're
I'm a
not.
Christian faith.
Fuck you.
That's what I'm flexing.
Mo-
Hold on. Okay, big topic. I wanted to talk about this with somebody. I have not even brought this up to anybody yet. Like, even outside of this. This is the first time I'm bringing this up. What the fuck is going on with the metaverse with Facebook?
Oh, I can explain this.
Oh my God.
I can explain
What
this.
the hell's going on?
Dude,
I-
they're trying to make Ready Player
Yeah.
One that Oasis world, but
Yeah.
with Facebook.
Yeah, I put a video up about it yesterday. It's part of an API. I won't go on about myself anyway. But like, it's basically exactly that. That's the example I used in my video. It's a Ready Player One world, but probably very family friendly, probably very shit, and with a Facebook coat of paint.
It seems terrifying.
It sounds absurd, and it's all. And
I'm excited though.
no, I don't think it'll be any good at all. I think that could.
No, I think it's gonna make a competitor come out of left field and go like, "People want this? Let's fucking go. We'll make a way better version of whatever Facebook's."
I'm
putting
sorry,
out."
right? But whatever they do, Meta is such a shit name. Why have they?
Oh, I
rebranded
think it's
to
kind
that?
of a cool name.
No, I don't
but
think so.
when you say like when Facebook, they smile at you with Mark Zuckerberg's face and he goes, "We're Meta now." I'm like, you ruined it.
It just
No.
proves to me that Mark Zuckerberg has absolutely no imagination. That rebranding is definitive proof he's got no fucking imagination at all. He sat in an office and he went, "Why do we call it Meta? What like Meta, like the kids say."
Well, metaverse is actually like.
That just sounds like an MCU ripoff.
No, it's a word. It's what it actually means, like a simulated world.
Right.
That's derived from a very old. I can't remember.
So what
who
you're
the
telling,
author was
so what
or
you're telling
book.
me, what you're telling me is Mark Zuckerberg envisioned making a virtual world, and so he called his virtual world just the word for a virtual world.
Yes.
He didn't think of a fancy name for it. He didn't think of a quirky title. He just said, let's call it the dictionary definition of a virtual world.
Yes, that's actually exactly what he did.
Right, so he literally has no imagination. Okay, right. He's just he's a fucking robot. Right.
Let me tell you one thing though. If Elon Musk made that, that'd
He
be
would
on
make that, but what if
I'd be on
Valve
that
does
right now.
something with that?
Woz, you are a bit of a homosexual for Elon Musk.
Dude,
if
I
do
like
say.
Elon. I like what he's trying to do. I like
Hell
the
yeah.
innovations he's
He's
trying to
awesome.
push. Cool ideas. But he's not a god.
No, but I mean, I like some of the things he's doing, but he's also a bit of a stuck-up piece of shit. I think a little bit.
He's kind of a dick to everybody.
Like he's got a huge
Stuck up,
fucking
well, how do you know?
narcissism problem. Elon
Did he
Musk
tell
is,
his first wife, like, she was like, I am not an employee of yours.
Yeah.
And then he was like, well, if you were, I'd fire you.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
he's
to
such
her.
a narcissist. He's a colossal
I
That's
know,
narcissist.
so
but
funny,
that's
though.
still like, damn.
Yeah,
Like, damn, Elon, chill.
I know.
He's really good
There's
at
no
portraying
chill.
himself in for the Zoomers. But it's marketing.
Yeah.
It's all marketing.
And SNL proves that.
I like him, though, but I'm
he's
aware of
hilarious.
his faults.
I don't like him. I don't dislike him. I'm just sort of neutral about him.
I like the ideas, everything he's working
I like
on, though,
the
like
space-
Neuralink and shit like that.
I like the
think
space
that's really
program
cool.
stuff he's doing, and I like the electric cars, and that's about it. I don't really give a shit otherwise about him or
What about
anything.
Neuralink?
No, I don't.
Don't you like Neuralink?
No,
One
I
thing
don't
I
give a
love
fuck about
about Elon.
Neuralink. I'm
Oh,
never ever
dude.
going to use Neuralink.
might be able to
Have
get
you
that.
seen the way I
Was do
dress?
not get a Neuralink ever.
Why?
Not until like
No, hyperlink.
2040.
No? What's the Wi-Fi one?
No, I'm talking about the thing they put in your brain.
Yeah,
Oh, what?
yeah, that's
Yes,
Neuralink.
Oh, yeah, I heard they're
he's
doing
working
that.
at Neuralink.
They're
I'm
also
never,
making
ever,
AI
ever going
bots.
to use that. Fuck that. I don't want that shit
That's
in my brain.
That's weird. I don't
That
know
looks
how I
lit.
feel about that.
You know, there's
I
an
want
episode
one.
of Doctor Who about them putting chips in people's brains and it turns them all into robot people.
I want to go to Mars.
I'm not fucking doing that. I've literally
be
had a
working at
PSA
SpaceX
warning
like
for
this.
this. I'm not fucking doing it.
Yeah, but imagine like becoming not a synth, but like a cyborg.
No.
That'd be
That sounds lit.
No, it wouldn't. It'd be fucking awful.
Dude,
I'd
what
lose
if
my
you could
humanity.
your brain could literally activate experience? You want to get drunk, your brain activates the
No,
experience. and
because
you're
I'd lose
drunk.
my humanity.
That'd be kind of cool.
No,
When you
wouldn't.
get sober instantly?
No, you wouldn't.
Instantly does it.
No, but you'd
Sober.
Yeah, but you wouldn't appreciate it anymore.
Fix my migraine. Fix my migraine. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, but you wouldn't
my
appreciate
migraine,
it
and then
anymore.
it does an
Nah,
analysis.
nah,
Oh,
nah,
by the
nah,
way, your
nah.
migraine is caused
Nah,
by this.
nah,
Blah blah
nah,
blah.
nah.
You might
You're
have
just-
cancer.
you're just a
You might have
computer then.
cancer,
You're
dude.
just a
And it tells you
computer
you have
then.
cancer
You're just a
before
fucking
like any
computer. You
stages.
lose
That
your
would be kind of
humanity.
amazing.
You don't have any humanity
You could use
left.
it for so
No,
many
you
different
couldn't.
things.
And you would lose your humanity while you do it. You wouldn't appreciate life anymore, and
Bruh.
life would just become
I
a
would
monotonous
appreciate the
drag.
fuck
No,
out of
you
life.
wouldn't.
I'd
You get bored
appreciate
of it.
me
You get
knowing
used
if I
to
have
it.
cancer or not
No, you
fast.
wouldn't. You get used to it. You'd appreciate it
Listen,
less and less
okay,
and less.
here's-
You got used to it more and
Here's
more and
the
more.
real problem with it, though. If you bought it, you would be superior to someone who doesn't have it, and it costs a lot of money.
No.
So, say if you got one and you made more money because you were smarter, like able to like have more capacity somehow with whatever you put in your brain.
I just think it's a bad
The
idea.
Neuralink?
Full stop. Like we've had, like look up Doctor Who: Rise of Cybermen and Age of Steel, and that'll give you an idea of what the fuck will happen to Neuralink.
Isn't he trying to slow aging too?
Slowing aging. That sounds retarded. I don't
Slowly
believe it for
aging.
fucking
That would be
We're all
lit,
slowly
though.
aging now, right now.
Dude, the most plausible thing would be like, I like how I'm like, put something in my brain, make me smarter, transport my consciousness into a computer, and then you're like slowing aging, and I'm like, that's the one I find stupid. Like,
What?
both concepts are
Aren't
kind of
you scared of
ridiculous. Is
death?
what I'm trying
Death
to
doesn't
say.
scare me.
I used to be, but now death is like, it comes for us
Well,
all.
it's because you're
It's
old
fine.
now. You guys are old. That sucks.
Yeah, right.
We're very
Yeah.
close to death.
If you just go with your life like worrying about death around the corner, you're not going to be able to enjoy what you got right
Facts.
now.
This
So,
is why I got
death
like
isn't
3
that scary.
STDs.
No one knows what
Where
happens.
the fuck
It
did
doesn't
this
mean it's
wholesome
bad.
moment come out of? A minute ago we were talking about something
Do
depraved.
you guys know Mini Lad's streaming right
Oh,
now?
for fuck's sake.
That's what you bring up.
That's crazy. I thought this guy was getting bullied offline. Why is he still playing?
Oh yeah, what's going on with him? I've heard his name.
He's a
know.
pedophile,
Is
isn't he?
Since fucking when?
Doesn't he talk to little girls and stuff like that? And he tries to
I
get
heard
like
that.
pictures
Okay,
of
Woz
fans.
Count has mentioned this man's name like 3 or 4 times on the podcast, Mini Lad, but the
No, I only mentioned him right now, bro.
He moved from L.A. back home to like
He's in Texas.
where is he? He's back in
I
the
think so.
U.S. He moved out of the U.S. because of the.
I heard
stuff
he was in
doing.
Texas.
Maybe visiting.
What
I
you're,
don't
what you're
know.
telling me is
That'd
this:
be
is this
crazy.
gentleman, this Twitch streamer, mini lad, touches little girls, or is sexually attracted to
He's a
little
Twitch streamer, I
girls?
thought he was a YouTuber.
Doesn't touch. That's a huge
Okay, right.
allegation.
Okay,
I'm not
sorry.
throwing
Right.
it anyone's
Right.
way.
Okay.
I think he was. I think. Let me preface.
That was badly phrased on my part,
accused,
I should say.
He was accused of talking to fans who were
Right.
underage and trying to get pictures of fans underage and sending.
Okay,
pictures
so he's
back
being
and forth.
sexually explicit with minors, is what I should have said. Okay,
Yes,
right.
I believe. With
Sexually
imagery.
explicit with minors, yeah.
But
And
why is he
probably
online?
Over the internet, yeah,
auditory,
sure.
maybe.
Okay, fine.
Why is he? Why does he still have a YouTube channel?
So he's still got his YouTube channel, and he's just returned to the US or something. You said.
And guess what? There's no dislike button, so he can't be dislike bombed. So now he's so happy.
Yes, there is.
Taking advantage of the
Where
situation.
did he move
Oh.
to the US from?
Dude, no way. I'm clicking on his.
I
stream.
still have the
Let's see if
dislike button. He has 190 dislikes out of 2,000.3 likes.
Well, people have stopped using the dislike button now. Most people don't have it. It's just rolling out for the
Yeah.
last few
Is he
people.
streaming on YouTube?
Yeah, on YouTube.
No way.
That's weird.
Dude, I don't-
Why are we
Wait,
allowing
how
this
many
guy to
dislikes
have like
does
a
he have?
platform? How many subs?
How many dislikes?
190. And
How can you see it? I can't see
I
it
can.
anymore. That's such a bullshit.
Yeah, you just haven't got the update yet, Woz. You're just one of the last few. You're lucky.
am I though? Maybe they just let me have
No.
it for a bit because I have the downvote on Twitter,
Yeah, I'm still not sure I believe that.
so it doesn't make sense.
We're talking about YouTube though.
Yeah, but I'm like, how can I? I'm obviously ahead of the curve.
Listen, I believe it's your region, you fuck.
Well, your mom is gay. No way.
Are you
that's
just
not-
watching Mini Lad's stream on our podcast?
I'm not. I stopped. I just saw that he was streaming.
I started watching it. I apologize.
Are you still watching his stream now on the podcast?
Let's not
No,
give him
I clicked
pedophile
off his
views,
stream.
dog.
Yeah, I fucking hope so. Why are you watching a fucking stream on the podcast? You fucking
Because
moron.
I was curious.
We're
what he
recording a
was
podcast.
doing.
Why are you just watching a fucking
It's okay.
stream?
It was
Okay.
breaking news. A pedophile was
Fucking-
streaming on YouTube.
Put it on the screen.
So what you're saying is you were just watching
It's
a
a picture of R. Kelly.
pedophile live stream while you were listening, while you were recording the podcast.
Put his stream on there. It's just a picture of R. Kelly for like 10 minutes.
Just towering over you.
Okay. No, I have a question
I'm
though.
sorry.
Can anyone provide me, genuinely, I want, like, this isn't like a rhetorical question or me being satirical or anything. Can anyone provide me with a decent defense of NFTs?
Bruh,
No.
I don't even know.
Please.
Okay, this is what I don't understand. I saw a TikTok. I like using TikTok. I don't give a fuck. You can call it cringe. There's some funny motherfuckers there.
That's cringe.
It is
So there's this video
cringe.
where this guy was talking to his friend and he was like, why don't I just take a picture of the thing and then I own it? And then the guy was like, look, if you go take a selfie next to that house and now you own it, right? He's like, no. I'm like, dude, that's so stupid. Like, obviously you don't own it, but that's a fucking picture, you retard, not a house. You fuck.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
now you own it. I want to
Completely
make it.
agreed.
I want to go on the NFT wherever they do it. Take a screenshot and say, I'm selling this NFT for $10,000. I own it. I have it. I have the JPEG. I wonder if people will
Jeez.
buy it. Is that how it works? That would be so
I
funny.
have no idea how it works. I just
The
know that-
original copy of a photo. That's what it's all about.
Bro, that's so stupid.
I agree, it's fucking stupid. Do you know
So-
why? As a goddamn programmer, I copy and paste. Dude, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy. Like Control C, Control V.
we know what copy
Dude,
pasting is.
that's,
Thank you.
there's nothing special about it. I don't care if you want
Yeah.
the NFT to the original copy. Like, if you're making a video, literally just copying a photo on a timeline. Like, fucking dude.
Well, it's
What's so
basically
special about that?
Basically, what it's like owning an NFT. The best like real world analogy I can think of is it's like owning a painting, right? So you own a painting, it's in your house, but everyone else on the planet also owns that painting, and everyone else on the planet can, whenever they want, just come in and make a photocopy of your painting
Hold on, Moo. Let me tell you something.
at any time they like.
Let me tell you something right now.
Yeah.
Why do you
Okay.
think rich people buy paintings?
I don't know, because they've got too much money.
They don't buy it to own it. They buy it because if it's for a charity event, they get the painting and they technically donate it to charity. So then they
Right.
can their taxes go down.
Right.
And this
What's
is
your
apparently
point?
what they do for this one. It's kind of just like tax fraud. It's like buying something and
NFTs?
you can write it off. You can write off an NFT.
But that's not the same. A hand-drawn
But
painting
you could,
is like
but
so...
you can write it off though.
There's only one original piece of a hand-drawn
or
painting.
there's only a few anyway. Like, you know, say a maximum of.
And that does not discredit like the art that somebody can do on a computer. Like that's also fucking amazing. But you can copy that art to the exact T, like literally make it a perfect replica of what you just created in an instant. I don't think there's anything special about it. I think both images would still have the same amount of value. As where if somebody fucking painted a picture, like painted something like Mona Lisa, and then they went over and they like scanned it and made it a printed copy, that's not the same. There was an experience that happened with that original piece, like that was physically made. And there's nothing you're ever going to be able to do to recreate what went into that original piece. As where on a computer, that amount of work can go into an image, but the amount of work to copy it over and like it's there.
There's no comparison. Exactly.
It's there. It's the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me tell you this, guys.
So I think NFTs are fucking.
Let me tell you
What I
this,
don't
and
understand is where the
this is
fucking
why-
money goes. Like, what have you physically
Well,
paid
hold on,
for?
let me tell you-
What-
let me let you know.
No, because I like, just let me finish this, because this is the one thing that confuses
go,
me
yeah.
the most. Like, when you order something like on Amazon, or when you buy something online, you get something. Now, it might be a physical thing, so a package arrives, or it might be a digital game, so, you know, an album or a game on Steam or whatever, it downloads onto your PC. What do you receive? What do you actually receive, virtually or physically, when you purchase an NFT?
Wait, what'd you say? I wasn't paying attention.
Are you serious?
I have like something
Dude.
super. Wait, what did he say?
What do you
Adam?
actually get when you buy
Yeah,
an NFT?
that's what
Oh.
confuses me.
It's cryptocurrency. It's actually Ethereum. It's just a certain coin. But let me tell you this about
Wait,
it.
what?
Okay,
No,
so-
explain that more. That makes no sense to me.
Okay, I'm gonna explain it
Okay.
right now. Okay, the Senate Finance Committee of the U.S. failed to collect as much as $1 trillion in
Are
taxes.
you just reading a Wikipedia article?
No. This is the U.S.
So you're just
government
reading US
website.
government website now.
Yeah.
Fucking
Partially
hell.
due to the explosion of cryptocurrency.
This is so
Cryptocurrency
shit.
is technically a way to have money to where you
Hi
don't have to
guys,
pay
welcome
taxes
back
on.
to the Krakpot podcast. Today, Woz Count's going to read us
All right, so you don't want
from
this is a fact.
I'm just
though.
saying,
it's
like,
a fact though.
do you think this is the most riveting content for a podcast? You were just reading.
Well, you're the one that started
You
with
were just-
NFTs.
Well, listen, he's just trying to be factually correct, so we don't get.
I'm being factually correct, so we don't
Like
get
I don't
canceled
mind that he's
because-
looking something up.
Well, I'm letting you know it's a way of not
Okay,
paying for
right.
taxes. I'm letting
Okay,
you know that.
I'll take your
That's
word for it.
in general.
Welcome back to the podcast. Today we're going to listen to Woz, who is going to read us
one
passages from the
NFT
US
is?
government website.
Yeah, it's NFT is a cryptocurrency.
Yeah, it's Ethereum, you said.
I
So
have
what's Ethereum?
I have
Is
about
it just the
$5,000 in Ethereum.
same- Do you?
And I don't have to like write that off.
So you can buy Ethereum just as a coin, or you can buy Ethereum as an NFT as well.
Actually, yeah.
NFTs are a type of coin for Ethereum. I don't own
and each
Ethereum.
coin is allegedly
I don't own
unique,
NFTs,
and that's
but
where
Ethereum.
the whole idea of owning it comes from, correct?
I'm waiting for my Dogecoin to bounce back.
I don't have any of that shit, and I never will.
I have Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch that shit with a 10-foot pole covered in piss.
I've made over $2,000. Yeah, don't. It's real hit or miss. I'll tell you this much.
It really
that $2,000 is
is.
probably gonna go away next month, and I just never
It's like
touch
gambling, but more complicated. That's all it is. It's just gambling, but more
it.
complicated.
It's like
I don't
gambling, but for
anyway.
like years.
Yes, actually, yeah,
Yeah.
it is. It can be a dangerous habit. You can spend a lot of money on this crypto
Yeah.
stuff. Like with Robinhood, they make it so
Yeah,
easy.
Yeah.
exactly. I fucking hate that shit.
I just use PayPal.
But at the same time, people do make money off. It.
Yeah. Well, there's so many fucking.
Like I have actually. Not
There's so
much,
many
but a
fucking
lot.
shit
Not
coiners
much.
though, isn't there? Like people that just make quick fucking coins and inflate
Yeah.
them and then just run away with the money. Like that fucking guy. What was his name? The streamer Aiden Ross. Does anyone remember that thing?
Aiden Ross, yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember that shit where he like?
What
But he
happened?
promoted some fucking pump and dump scheme. It was called like MILF coin or something, I believe. And the whole meme was you could buy a MILF, and he went on stream. And he fucking, it showed him buying it. It took him like 20 minutes to figure out how to use the fucking website. Moron. But eventually he bought this MILF and he promoted it all over the place. And then a week passed and the fucking, the value of it just completely fell through the floor. And Aiden Ross ran away, or the company did rather, with all the money. from the fucking pump and dump scheme.
How much money did they make
I don't
from
know.
that?
They never tell you, but basically they just pump and dump like a load of people.
Is this illegal?
Yeah,
Legal.
pretty much. It's an illegal scheme.
That's
It's pretty illegal.
That's technically illegal. It's like telling someone to go donate to a charity that's your charity.
But basically, he promoted this scam to all of his subscribers and all of his followers, who are probably, let's be realistic, young teenage children. And then after it all finished, he went on stream again and was like, "Oh yeah, I hope you guys didn't fucking buy any of that shit. I got paid a bag to do it. That shit was a scam." And then laughed about it.
So you're telling me I can make a fake cryptocurrency right now, a pump and dump scheme,
Yeah.
then make a rec room video promoting this pump and dump. We'll call it the scam coin.
Crack coin.
I could promote the scam coin, and my young audience would buy this coin, and then I would just sell and make how much? Like,
Yeah. You just sell it all and the fucking value of it will go down because, you know, the entire baseline market of it has just been sold and is up in the air.
But how much money would
I don't know.
make?
Well,
Would
it depends
be a
how
lot of
many
money?
people invest in it, and it depends how much they invest. So
Let's
the larger your audience, the more
Let's
you
make
get.
the Krakpot coin. That sounds like a thing. That actually does sound like a theme, though.
You want a crack?
Yeah,
If you guys are-
that sounds like a theme.
If you guys
though.
are going into fucking Ethereum shit with this,
Let's not scam our audience.
Dude, everyone buy into it.
if you were going into digital coins under the Krakpot alias, I'm leaving the podcast.
So do you know how cryptocurrencies work?
No.
You making
Not
it's like
really.
it's like the dollar. You make your own currency.
And their currency and the value of the currency even just fluctuates up and down,
Yeah.
I would assume. Right.
It's like the US
Yeah, you use it with it's blockchain technology.
Yeah, I don't even want to touch that then. That does not sound like my thing at all. And I don't fancy a crack coin.
It's really complicated.
It's
Yeah.
like you
As
getting
a computer scientist, I can say, yeah, it's complicated, but it's not impossible to understand. But
Yeah.
it's hard to it's hard to explain for me.
You want me to explain
I'm
it to
kinda
you
high right
super
now.
easily? Like everyone will get it.
All right then.
All right.
Okay. So, Moo, this is specifically for you, but Phantom will get it if I do it. It's like you going and buying US money,
Right.
and then it's either the US government is either going to higher their dollars worth or lowering their dollars worth. And you're technically just gambling for that.
Yeah, sure.
So you're just buying other
No,
money
that's
and then like waiting for it to go
no.
up or
We
down.
get that part.
That's it. What else is there?
No, yeah.
I'm trying to think of the underneath, under the hood of how it actually works, like the blockchain technology.
So this currency-
That's what I was trying to think.
Yeah, because you
of how
can't
it
just.
is.
I mean,
No, like the idea of currency. I understand.
you
that,
can't just
know.
make a currency.
I think we all understand that. You can with blockchain technology. Each one gets like I think it's individual chain code. I think, and it's each one is individual, kind of like NFTs actually. Like it has its own original mark, and you can't make.
I
more
think
of
genuinely
those,
one.
except for
I think
Dogecoin,
genuinely
it's
one of the
infinite.
reasons I'm so wary of cryptocurrency is because they're so closely tied to NFTs. I just think that whole kind of digital market shit is untested. I don't think it's ready yet. I think it's in its very in the same way that the internet was.
I think crypto's ready. I think NFTs are.
Oh
done.
my god! I tell you what I
Yeah.
don't get though. Crypto mining. What the fuck is that?
Yeah. What the fuck
They
is
get-
that?
That's
They-
people getting more. They're
But
they're
how are they
looking for the
doing that?
chain code. That's what I was explaining earlier with the chain
Oh.
codes. That's what they're mining.
It's like an even
so they
more
have
nerdy
all their
version of
GPUs
Minecraft.
running, looking for these fucking keys. The keys that will give you a crypto coin. Because when you create a crypto coin, you have to create keys. And so like Dogecoin has an infinite amount of keys. That's why I'm sorry audience. The Doge is not gonna go anywhere. It might go up a little bit, it might go down, it might go up. It will fluctuate, but there's an infinite amount, which means its inflation is gonna be really hard because there's an infinite amount of money. But for like Bitcoin and Ethereum, there's a limited amount of keys that you can have for those coins.
I'm pretty sure you're required
so, like,
by law.
That's why the inflation is.
I'm pretty
not
sure you're
guaranteed
required
there.
by law to have eaten at least 3 packets of Doritos before you start crypto mining.
Listen. Crypto mining is an actual thing. They
That
make
sounds
a lot
like
of
the
money from it.
nerdiest fucking thing I've ever heard.
Crypto mining is the reason
Go
we're
outside.
having the chip crisis.
Go
with fucking,
outside and touch grass.
No PS5s.
Yeah.
No
I tell you,
GPUs and all that.
I'll tell you how to
It's all
fix the
its fault.
crisis. I can solve the crisis for you right here, right now, in less than 30
Get rid of
seconds on the
crypto?
Krakpot. Yeah, just fucking go outside. Just fucking go outside and touch grass.
I feel like the government should get rid of it because you're literally doing tax evasion. I think that's the main thing why rich people
I don't
do
even
it.
care about the tax evasion stuff so much. I just don't really see an overall
That's
point.
so weird. Yeah, you
Did you
can
know-
get away with taxes using crypto.
But hear me out on this, right? This is
I have $500 in
I think this is
crypto.
I think this is my problem with crypto, right? Overall, it's sort of the same thing with NFT. So hear me out on this, right? Because I can't see the wealth overall going anywhere. Like when you buy a cryptocurrency, whatever, be it Doge, Ethereum, whatever, you put your money in, you receive a certain amount of Ethereum then back, and then all you can do is just sell the Ethereum again. Like you can't use the Ethereum or the Bitcoin or whatever for anything else. You buy
No,
it
it's
solely
gambling.
to sell.
It's gambling.
Yeah, exactly.
It's literally
That's
gambling.
my problem with it.
Buy and sell. It's just
Like
putting your
when you get a
assets into
painting, for
different
example,
thing.
when you buy a painting or when you buy a car or whatever, you have multiple choices. You know, with what you do to or with that item. You can drive the car, or you can sell it on, or you can keep it in your garage for 20 years.
You don't like that it's not real.
Yeah, but what I mean with Ethereum and Bitcoin and general currency and NFTs is the only thing you can do, well actually not with NFTs, but with cryptocurrencies anyway, the only thing you can do with it when you've bought it is sell it again. And the only thing you can do with NFTs is nothing fucking at all.
I tell you what's crazy. You know there's a US dollar NFT cryptocurrency?
What?
It doesn't go anywhere. It's always going to be $1, but there is one.
Really? That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Not a joke. I can show you a screenshot
fucked.
if you want later.
Well, I believe you on that. I'm still not sure if I believe you on Twitter downvote buttons though. Sorry.
Dude, did you not
I
see the
know,
video?
but it just seems Twitter has even made jokes about the fact that they were never going to do it. I'm so wary about that ever happening.
You don't have to trust me, but I'm telling you.
Okay.
Well,
Well, the future will tell.
Yo, wait. Can we talk about one other thing about Twitter since we're on Twitter? What the fuck is Twitter Blue?
What do you mean?
I don't know.
Twitter Blue. It's like a $3 version of Twitter.
What? Oh, is it like their?
I'm looking at it.
Is it like their
Blue.
version of?
Get more out of
Is
Twitter.
it like their way of commercializing the verified button?
Exclusive features at our introductory
Yeah, it's like a
price
paid version of
when you
verified.
subscribe to Twitter Blue.
Like a paid version of verified. Right. Well, the verified button means nothing anymore, does
Oh,
it?
you can like edit a tweet that's already posted. There's no ads.
Can someone hear shouting in the background?
Hold on a minute. Let me go take care of that.
Someone's shouting in the background. V Phantom, silence your family. Beat them with a stick until they're quiet for the podcast, please.
Beat the shit out of 'em.
Yeah. Really give them what for. Has he fucked off?
Did you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, obviously, right?
No, I don't. No.
I tell you what's crazy. You know a lot of other countries celebrate Thanksgiving.
Like where? I've never understood what it is. It's to do with when Columbus found America,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Well,
No.
I think
No.
the main premise is to give
No.
give thanks to. Well, it's thanking. It was the whole time. It was thanking
Columbus
the Indians for helping
killing
us
a
out,
load
right?
of Native Americans.
And then we enslaved
But
them.
you didn't. The Native Americans didn't help you out there. You just murdered
know,
them.
but-
and took
Listen,
their land.
listen. When we
There
got
wasn't
here
any-
in
there wasn't
1621,
any.
the Plymouth
There
colonists.
wasn't any helping
Shut the fuck
out.
up.
There was just
the
a
Plymouth.
load of
No,
load of Europeans arrived and
1621. The
murdered all
Plymouth
Native
colonists
Americans
and the
took their fucking shit.
Wampanoag.
That's all that
I'm sorry
happened.
for butchering this.
That's all that happened.
The Native
It was an
Americans
atrocity.
shared an autumn harvest feast.
Were just
And
murdered
so they
by
came
a load of
together,
Europeans.
and
Yeah.
it was like Thanksgiving, and they were like,
No, they
"We're
didn't.
buddies."
They were just fucking
it's
murdered.
celebration in the colonies, and for more than 2 centuries, we did that, and right after we gave them smallpox blankets, and then we wiped them out.
Next day, the motherfuckers were dead. But now we celebrate giving thanks for what we got and our family members and the food and the turkey. I'm not a big fan of turkey. I'm not gonna
Well,
lie.
1621, a load of people landed.
Yep.
Yes, it's basically
and
what
we
I
came
heard.
together with the Native Americans, and we were like, "Hey, let's."
But no, you didn't, though.
We shared an
That's the
autumn
thing,
feast.
though. That was the point
We
I was
did. We came
disputing.
together.
You didn't.
No,
you-
here's this.
No, you
I'm
didn't
trying
gather.
to tell
no,
you the story.
You didn't gather with. Okay, the Europeans didn't gather with the Native Americans. They murdered them. And
Shut
they
up.
No,
took their
that's not
land
how
and
it
shit.
happened. That's not how it happened.
Really? So you mean to tell me instead of the murder story, they all got along like airy fairies and danced around?
I'll
a
tell you
campfire?
exactly what happened. They
Technically.
came together for an autumn feast. They sat together at the table, and they shared in festivities,
Bollocks.
and it was like Thanksgiving. Like, we're thankful for everything.
Bollocks.
And then the next day we gave them smallpox blankets.
Yeah.
And then we
bollocks.
let that take care of everything.
So we didn't kill anyone.
Right. So either way, you
Don't
killed
say
people
After
off and they took the land
Thanksgiving.
and
Technically,
shit.
it was
The
you all.
end.
Yeah, technically, I'm not even from here
Wait,
when
it
that
wasn't
happened.
any of
No,
us because it was
hundreds
hundreds
and
and hundreds of years ago.
Not hundreds and hundreds. No, 1440
Yes, it was.
not that long ago.
It was
No, it was 1621. It was
It was
like
hundreds and
400
hundreds
Yeah.
of years ago.
Yeah, it's not that
Literally 400 years ago.
It's only
It was
like
the
400
400
years.
years of Thanksgiving.
Yeah, so
Holy shit.
So you just eat a load of food over the dead carcasses of Native Americans.
But
is
we-
what I
we
gather.
did get
Okay,
together,
Right, that's
though.
lovely. The one thing I was going to ask actually, when you guys have finished your Thanksgiving eating / atrocities, do you then consider it the Christmas period?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, right.
Actually, no,
I-
not anymore. It kind of starts before. Christmas period starts.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't always this way, but now
That's a
recently
shame.
with marketing and everything, it really made.
Yeah.
It's like Thanksgiving is a preload to Christmas, like the prologue.
kind of.
Right.
Like it's a part of it.
See, I would not start. In my head, it wouldn't be Christmas or Christmas season, and I wouldn't put up anything Christmassy or do anything Christmassy until December the 1st. Now, some people don't do that here. Like, not everyone here does that. A lot of people will start fucking Christmas in like the 1st of November, which I think is just fucking brain dead.
Are you a Christmassy person, Moo?
I do quite like Christmas, but I get sick of it. That's what I mean. Like, because there's only, let's be realistic, there's only about 60 Christmas songs in total. And I'm fine to listen to those 60 songs on repeat for about a month. But any longer than that, I get sick of it. So if I start Christmas in mid-November, I'm already sick of the Christmas songs by Christmas Day. So I just start on December the 1st every year.
That's fair enough, dude.
I don't know. I like Pentatonix music songs.
Yeah, I do as well, but I won't put them on before December the 1st.
Well, is it time for questions?
Oh, actually, gentlemen, I do apologise. We might have to skip questions or do it very quickly at the end, because I do have one final topic for us, and I've just been reminded of it, because I've looked in the questions for podcast channel. The Vibe Station, Woz Count, give us the inside tea.
So this is new group channel with me and two others.
Who
Mellow.
are somehow having a feud with me,
Yeah,
sort of.
they like bullying you. It's kind of funny. Well, is it?
No, they don't like to bully me. They try to bully me.
They bully you.
They try to.
They try to bully you.
They try to.
They try to, my bad. And it's not working out.
No. Well, do you want to tell
Well,
this
the
story,
problem-
or shall I tell it from my perspective? Because you'll probably be
Tell it
more
from your
unbiased.
perspective, and then I'll say it.
Right,
after.
okay. So basically, the way I gather it was, I want to say like summer 2021, say about 6 months ago from now, Mr. Mallow, who we had on the podcast, Tiality, who we had on the podcast and who we mentioned earlier, come together and try to start a kind of gaming group together. Am I right so far, Woz?
Yes.
And they ask Woz and another chap to be on with them, and they both agree, and they've got like this kind of foursome for their gaming thing. And they make a Twitter, is the first thing you should do. They make a Twitter and they at the Krakpots podcast, and they say, "We've stolen one of your members, how do you feel about this?" And at the time, I think I just told them to fuck off, or one of us did anyway. And then months and months and months pass, and there's no uploads. Nothing fucking happens. They keep promising this stellar content to destroy the Krakpot podcast, and they don't fucking upload anything. And so in the end, I think about 4 months later, I was drunk one night, and I logged in on the Krakpot podcast Twitter, and I went back and found that tweet from months ago, them saying, "We stole one of your members," and I just retweeted it 4 months later and said, "Poorly aged things." And it started this whole fucking dispute it resurgenced it. Mallow or Brandon or one of them just was like, "We're going to destroy the Krakpot podcast, we'll make you see." And I just kept telling them, "I don't fucking believe you, you're talking shit." And eventually, I think about a month ago, they finally uploaded their first fucking upload. And somehow they're now convinced they've won, because they've uploaded one upload and we've uploaded 29, I believe, or 26 or something like that.
We're not going to talk about what's happening right now.
Well, what's happening now then? That's it. What I understand.
That was for so long, dude.
Yeah. No, like.
Oh, you're not looking at your screen? Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Is that correct? I hope that's how I understand it from my perspective, anyway. But I might be wrong on some.
Yeah, I was totally not focused
that
on
was
something
like-
else.
You told it all. You told the whole thing.
Did I really?
That's it. That's pretty much it.
Are you being sarcastic?
You forgot to mention that one of them is goddamn cancer.
Which one?
Dude, you know who. You know.
You know.
I can think of multiple people that could be cancer. Could be described as cancer.
Let me tell you the problems, and these are like real talk right now. Let me tell you the problems with the Vibe Station.
Okay.
It's a lot of teenagers that just want to play the game and have a good time, but they don't want to put in the work.
The editing,
like editing
work.
and stuff.
Yeah, right.
They don't want to do that.
Okay.
Like, the only reason why my video recently, in my personal channel, is taking a long time, because one of the hosts of a Vibe Station took 6 months to edit the video, so that's obviously a bad
And that's
sign in how
that's the first
editing's
video
going.
that they uploaded about a month ago.
Yeah, and
Right.
it, they uploaded it at 2 a.m. What a great idea. And it's just like, it's just...
What time zone?
You have to... I told them beforehand, don't upload it till like Wednesday at like 1 p.m. so more people can see it. And he's like, no, I'm just going to upload it. So I think there's a big communication problem going on.
Okay. And it's still 4 of you, is it?
It's 3. Oh, well, there's 4,
left.
but like, me and the other guy are just there, you know?
Right, and it's the other 2 that are kind of the main
He just shows
duo.
up and he kind of blows in with the wind.
So what you're telling me.
Yeah.
So I think the quickest way to advertise the Vibe Station might not be the best way, might not be the worst way either. That's for the audience to decide, but the best way to describe it, Mallow and Tiality are the duo for it.
Am I the only one that thinks of bestiality when I hear Tiality? Maybe we'll cut that out. I don't know. I just can't think of... I cannot think of that for some reason.
No, fuck it, leave it in. He was the one that declared war on the Krakpot podcast like several times. First with the B Phantom shit, and now with this fucking Vibe Station shit. So I say leave it in.
Can your chair go all the way back?
Yeah, I can. Damn, I wish I could do this without showing my face. That'd be cool. But yeah, my chair can actually...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you've got like the PewDiePie chair. Can you do this? And he goes all the way fucking back, right?
Dude, I am all the way back.
Phantom
Like,
cast.
I am inverted.
We are currently describing what V Phantom is doing on his Discord screen to the
Now I'm
podcast.
back.
The screen they'll
And now
never
we're
see.
going again.
Right.
It's scary down there, dude. Oh god, help me.
Oh, God!
Oh shit. Ah!
Where's my head going?
Ah! There's no titties down there, dude, except for mine.
Dude, my God. That would have been so funny if you could show your face.
He's lost his sanity.
There's no titty down there, except for mine. Shows his tits.
Should we
Fuck,
do
bro.
questions?
Let me just cover your face. Would have been so funny.
Thank you, Vibe Station. Vibe Station, I don't like you.
Yeah, Vibe Station, if you're listening to this, and you
What the
probably are,
fuck?
this is war. We declare war on Vibes. V Phantom, will you declare war on the Vibe Station with me?
But I'm Vibe Station. What the fuck? You're declaring it.
Well,
Am I
your
not?
sort of neutral ground was you're on both sides.
So we're actually declaring
Well,
war
that's what
on
I'm asking you. Do you want to declare war on them, Phantom?
How can it be a war when there's one
Well, basic.
team
Well,
and the other team?
okay, maybe not war. Maybe
I'm
the
a
better
double
word
agent.
would be direct competition.
They're like rubbing their tanks.
They're not. Okay, war's
Right.
probably not the best word. What about direct competition instead? That's the word I should
What's
use.
the
Would you like to
competition?
go into-
What
There are
are
competition.
we gaining?
Yeah.
What are we fighting for?
Just the bragging rights to take the piss of them for not being able to upload a fucking video.
What is this, like, views?
The only reason I want to go in direct competition with the Vibe Station is so that I can rub it in their face that the Krakpot podcast is doing better than them. And the only reason I want to do that is because they put out that tweet a year and a bit ago saying we stole one of your members. And I know it's petty, and I don't care. I'm just gonna. That's why I want to do it.
So we're gonna ruin them.
Well, that's what I'm asking you,
financially.
Phantom. Would you like
We're
to go in
going
direct
to declare
competition with them?
war.
Would you like to, with me, go into direct competition against them? What do you think, Phantom? Yes or no?
The thing is, I feel like I'm already in direct competition with them. Like I always have been.
At the moment, it's just
No, I feel like I already always
Oh,
have
right,
Now
been.
well,
you're making
Phantom's
it
my partner.
official.
As them as people.
Now
Mallow
you're making it
and
official.
Mallow and Tiality. You heard it here first. This is an official declaration of war from V Phantom and Moocake of the Krakpot podcast. Woz Count is sitting
What am I
out.
doing?
Well, you're on both sides, so you have to be neutral. You're kind of like Sweden
I'm the
in World War
watcher.
II.
Woz, don't be.
You can.
neutral. What are you doing?
You're neutral. Well,
Pick a team,
you can pick.
dude.
You can pick us if
You
you
know
want.
the
Yeah,
winning
you can
team.
pick us. Woz has to decide which side he's going to choose,
No,
maybe.
it is.
But either way, Tiality and Mallow,
Yes.
this is an official declaration of war against you and your Vibe Station. The Krakpot podcast is better. You suck ass. We hope you fucking disperse painfully at the end of your molecular structure.
Station. I hate them.
Do you hear that? Do you
I
hear the
hate 'em.
deranged noises that
the
my
fuck
colleagues are
noise am I
making?
doing?
That's what they're going to do to you.
Yes.
How much?
We're
much do
declaring
you
war
have,
on you,
Phantom?
Vibe Station.
Vibe Station, you're going.
Do you know
down.
how I got these scars?
We're never going to get to questions,
So
are
what
we?
are questions, guys? Guardian. Guys, let's do the questions, guys.
So what questions have we got then?
We have one that Phoebes want us to say.
Oh, we have one question.
It's not a question, but it's a fact, apparently. You want me to read it?
What?
I'll read it in her tone of voice too, so we're getting the best.
All right, then. Let's do it.
Oh my god, fuck off! I'm love this podcast. Can you guys record? Oh my god, yeah, recording. Can you guys read this? Phoebes is number one. Krakpot's fan.
Phoebes is number
It's
one
not a
Krakpot
question,
podcast fan.
It's a fact.
That's very nice of you, Phoebes. Thank you. You can come on the podcast.
Wow,
Yeah, you can come on the
that's-
podcast one day,
It sounded
Phoebes, if
like
you're
her,
number
right?
one fan. You can come on one day.
We actually don't like women here.
Do we have any other questions, or is that the only question in quotation marks we got?
Phoebes just messaged me. That's convenient that we were
Will
talking
my
about
family
it.
ever love me? No.
No, you're gonna die alone.
Will you
sorry.
guys ever record a Just Dance episode? I'd rather kill myself. Thoughts on babies? I hate them and I think they should be killed off. I think babies are just basically walking...
Is it read or read?
Well, it depends on the context. You would read a book, but then you read the book in the past. It depends on how you're saying
Yeah,
it.
you answered a little too fast and like
Read
that. Next
red.
question.
That's a weird English word where it's like spelt
Right,
the
it's
same, but
typed the same.
dude, we say it differently.
Read,
Why?
read is the past tense of read.
Did you guys know Japanese?
That last one was so real.
Yamaha, Mitsubishi. Just start speaking.
Toyota,
car.
Nissan?
Oh, Nissan.
I'd like to thank you both
Y'all
for
watch
reminding
hentai?
me why I hate this podcast so much.
I love hentai.
Can't you tell my background, hentai?
Just fucking kill me.
The Phantom
What other
Cast.
questions have we got? No, that's the only questions we got. Will my family ever love me? Will you guys ever record a Just Dance episode? Thoughts on babies? We also got what time is it, but that's irrelevant because time's a social construct. So yeah.
We're
there we
ever
go.
gonna play games together as a trio?
Nah, that sounds
I
too
don't know.
vibe station to
Sounds
me.
lit. We should do that.
wish
Phantom, whatever happened to that series we were going to do together?
no one ever edited it. It.
Right. So it's just
Did?
sitting on a hard drive somewhere, basically.
Yes.
What was the show you're gonna do?
We had to
We're
wait and see.
gonna talk about a favorite thing of mine. All right. You know what? That's
Thank
it.
you guys for watching the podcast. I hope you guys
You're so
enjoyed.
fucking
Please stick around for the
stupid.
post-podcast scene.
off.
We'll talk to you all
Post-podcast,
later.
I forgot about that. Fucking load of
Post-podcast.
cancer.
Post-podcast.
Fucking kill yourselves.
I already got it
Die.
in. We got it in.
Fucking kill me. You're all sick.
I'm a man child. Pee pee poop.
Are you high?
Yeah, I'm high.
Obviously. Can't you say
I
I'm
don't
not?
know where I'm going with those bits.
I hope your molecules disperse painfully.